Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the first match that we are going to be covering of the quarterfinals of the Tokyo Women's Sevens. We did do the men's competition. Now we are here with the women's, and we have had some very good matches, including that last one that we just got to see between Kenya and Japan. The last minute try for Kenya, very well played by them in that matchup. But yeah, there's been some very exciting matches, including this one coming up. I'm sure it will be just the same. But if you do enjoy this live stream, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And we have got Kyle in the chat and also Brandon. Welcome in, guys. The weather at the moment, 29 degrees Celsius, 71% humidity. These are hot conditions at Tokyo Stadium, that is for sure. We had a weather delay a little bit earlier on because of electronic storms. No, it wasn't electronic storms. I feel like that's the wrong word, but there were storms around, so that was why they had to delay the game that actually was between New Zealand and ROC, the Russian Olympic Committee. They have already played today, and New Zealand were able to get that 33-0 victory. Now, the thing is, if they had won that match 34-0, Canada would be the side that they would be playing in this game rather than the Russian Olympic Committee, but it is going to be the rematch, and hopefully it will be a very good one there. And yes, the win as well, says Brandon. Tell you what, New Zealand, if they can win this one, they haven't got an easy road to the final. The next game, they are going to have to play either Australia or Fiji, who do play off in their next match. So it's going to be very exciting to see who is going through to the semi-finals that are going to be taking place tomorrow morning, New Zealand time. But at this stage, I am showing the pool. So New Zealand finished top of Pool A, Great Britain in second. They are going to be taking on the USA in their quarterfinal. Russia were able to qualify, the Russian Olympic Committee, I should say, and that is why they are facing New Zealand in this one. France finishing top. Very good performance from them. Fiji in second. Canada just missing out by that 1 point. Then USA top. Australia in second. Actually had an upset loss to the USA. And then the Republic of China, they're going to be playing off up against France in their quarterfinals matchup. So there's still some very good matches to come as well. All right, Hamish, hope you're well. These should be a good warm-up for the Box versus Lions game tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to be a very exciting one as well. And hopefully it will be a very intense one, which I feel like this match is going to be very physical. They do mention that's the thing with the Russian Olympic Committee. Anytime you play them, you're going to come away with bruises. So this is something that New Zealand will have to be careful of. But they've got over a 95% win rate in the last 5 years, New Zealand. So they will not be wanting to count that one or get that one taken down a notch. I should say, hey, Hamish, have a great day. Well, great day for New Zealand at the Olympics. Yeah, it was awesome to see all of the rowing medals that we did receive. 2 lots of golds and also the silver. So it was very impressive from the rowers. And yeah, hopefully we do get to see one more medal in this situation for New Zealand in sevens. We did get the silver medal for the men. Can the women go all the way and get that gold? But of course, they are going to have to face possibly the defending champions, Australia, who were able to get the gold medal at Rio in 2016. Going to be an exciting few hours of sevens rugby. Hope you're all having a good day as well. And I have been following this competition a little bit more than I probably did for the first rounds of the men's ones. I did miss the first morning session of the men's Olympic sevens, but luckily I've been able to catch most of these games. I am still trying to learn the players as well as I can, but we are only 2 minutes away from kickoff now. And I believe the little robot bus, I keep on forgetting its name, but it is going to be making its way out onto the field very soon. Hey, Kiwi lads, I got to go. I got to see a game today at school. I got to ask some questions sometime. Get ready as well, or I'm going to ask some questions, says Brandon as well. And I am looking forward to it, just like I am looking forward to this game. New Zealand, they will be wanting to get a big win like they did over the Russian Olympic Committee in the last game that they played, which was only a few hours prior to this match taking place. Like I mentioned, if they lost by 1 more point, Russia, they would actually be missing out on this game, and it would have been Canada, who have had some very good games for them as well. But I'm looking at one name, and I'm a little bit worried. Michaela Blige, she didn't actually play the last match for New Zealand. I'm hoping it was just a rest because she was very good in that game beforehand. She was able to get the hat trick up against Great Britain, and what a comeback win that was for New Zealand. 21-0 down to come back and win that game, 26-21, similar to what the Great British side did in the men's up against USA. So it's one of those ones in sevens, you are never out of it until that final whistle, which is why this match, I feel like the Russian Olympic Committee, I'm going to have to get used to saying that. But at this stage, I feel like they've got to start this match extremely well and make sure that they can build early momentum, or else perhaps the likes of Blyde. Also, Nathan Wong's been playing very well for New Zealand. Ruby Tui, she scored a few tries in the last match. It's going to be one of those ones you've got to shut them down very early, or else New Zealand may be able to run away with this game like they did in the last matchup between these two sides. But the pools, like I mentioned, New Zealand finishing top. So they will be hoping to continue that momentum heading into the semi-finals. But first, of course, they need to get this win over the Russian Olympic Committee. It's still looking a little bit stormy there at Tokyo Stadium. Do you see a swimming game? Do you see a swimming game, what we win as well? Says Brandon, isn't a medal for swimming, or is that the race that we've won for swimming? Do let me know. But Michaela Blythe has made her way out onto the field, so that was my one concern, whether or not she was going to be able to play in this game. We have learned that she is going to be out there ready to go as well. But the captain, Tehran of Russia, the Russian Olympic Committee. I might just call them ROC. I will shorten it, but you guys know exactly what I mean by ROC there. And Sarah Cox is going to be the referee in charge of this one. New Zealand, they will be wanting to start this one well. Unlike that matchup against Great Britain, but they have learned from their mistakes in this one. They just need to give the ball to Blythe, and she will score tries for fun. She has an insane pace in this competition, and just in general, I got Kiwi ladies by 14, as well as Sebastian. I'm not normally too great at giving predictions, but I think for this game, I'm going to say New Zealand by 28. I think they're going to be able to possibly get a good start. Like I mentioned, but now the countdown is on, and we are about to get underway for this match, the first match of the quarterfinals. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is going to be Nathan Wong kicking this one off for New Zealand, the Black Ferns. She decides to go to the right-hand side, and she is doing very well with the kickoffs throughout this competition. That one's going to go into the hands of Russia, or is it? It's being tapped backwards there, and it's going to be now Daniilova under a huge amount of pressure, only about 10 metres out from her own line. Now they are going to be trying to run it out. Tehran, the captain, she's dropped the ball, and it's a little knock-on, only a couple metres out from their own line here, ROC, so they are going to have to be very careful with this next scrum for New Zealand. She has been getting faster every year. Tell you what, she would beat, I think, 90% of these Sevens players in a race, if not all of them. She is just insanely quick, and it shows when she's out on the wing. Just no one's able to catch her, and I feel like that is something she needs to make sure she uses to her advantage in this one. Even when she's tired, she is still running at insane pace. And yeah, we will have to wait and see how the scrum goes for New Zealand. Goes out the back now. It's going to be in the hands of it's straight through, and it is going to be the try there for Fitzpatrick to get us underway for New Zealand Sevens. That should be a nice, easy kick as well. It was Teresa Fitzpatrick who was able to score it, and that is exactly the start that they would have been wanting in this match. New Zealand, give them a little bit of early confidence. Hey, Hamish, did you see Rasmus got himself in trouble after making a complaint against the ref on the weekend? I heard that he had a big spiel about, it was an hour long, I believe, if I'm not wrong, which, I mean, it's interesting. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I know that he was complaining about a lot of the calls that the referee missed in that last game. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game is refereed. That is kicking off tomorrow night, but that was a nice kick as well. So now it's going to be 7-0 to New Zealand, the Black Ferns, in this matchup early on, 1 minute and a half in, and they have already taken the lead by 7 points. Nathan Wong once again going to be kicking this one high. She sells the dummy once again off kickoff. She loves to do that. She seems to sell as if she's going to the left, decides to go to the right. Almost worked out, but very nicely taken there by Daniilova. They are going to be about 25 out from their line here. Russia, once again, Tehran passes it across field. Going to be running back on the inside there, the number 12, which I believe in this one is that's another loose ball. It was Baranchuk, I believe is the pronunciation. They've just said to put that ball down. It's been carried back, and now it's going to be another 5-meter scrum for the Black Ferns. 21 points to 8, says Brandon as well for his prediction in this one. But at this stage, New Zealand just applying incredible pressure early on up against ROC, who have just been trapped inside of their own 22. They haven't been able to run it out. And once again, a set play try could be an option here for the Black Ferns. 5 meters out, straight out in front of the post as well. They have got either side as their option. Are they going to go Nathan Wong? Going to put this ball straight into the scrum once again. Now they are going to the right-hand side. It's looking very good. Quick hands from Fitzpatrick. And it is going to be, once again, Broughton, who has been able to score that. And it is another try for the New Zealand Sevens side. We'll update that. I feel like this kick might go over, but for now we are going to say that it has not. So it is going to be 12-0 to the Black Ferns. Just very nicely done. Nathan Wong, quick hands from Fitzpatrick, who has been on fire in this competition, and someone else who has been playing very well. It's Broughton, and she was able to score that one. Knows where the camera is as well, giving it the X, and she is very happy with that. Could this be New Zealand's chance to really extend this lead and push themselves straight into that semi-final? Question time in 2 minutes as well. Bullet from Super Fiji, welcome in. Smithy Toilet, thank you very much for tuning in, mate. 29 meters out, and it hasn't quite gone over, so it is going to remain 12-0 to the Black Ferns here. But it is a very nice try there for Broughton. The ground still doesn't look that soft at the moment at Tokyo Stadium, although the pitch has held up extremely well for the amount of games that they have had played on it. I don't even want to try and guess how many games we have had so far. Link to watch depends on what country you're in, Vanessa. If you're in New Zealand, it will actually be on TVNZ1, and I believe that would be available on TVNZ now, I believe. But then if you're not in New Zealand, I'm not too sure, maybe 7 now in Australia, if that is where you are. But now it is going to be once again inside of the 22. The captain, Teron, trying to find her way up, but straight on that ball was Tui, and she's won the penalty for New Zealand once again. And now it is going to be the quick tap taken here. Out the back line once again. Now Fitzpatrick gives it to Broughton. Now one more in the hands of Nathan Wong. Tries to give it out into the hands of the very pacey Michaela Blythe. Sorry, I forgot her name for a second. How did I manage that? She scored a hat-trick in one of the earlier matches. Once again, a quick tap here for New Zealand just outside of the 22. And now it's going to be the captain, Hirini, running sideways, trying to sell a bit of a dummy. She's got Woodman on the outside, and she is a hard man to stop. Oh, a hard woman to stop. That is one mistake I shouldn't be making. But now inside of the 22, Hirini once again going back across field. Fitzpatrick now gives it to Nathan Wong. Wide ball out to Blythe, and you're not stopping her. And that is going to be the third try here for New Zealand. Just puts it down. And that is going to be try 3 in this first half. And New Zealand are on fire in this match. We'll add that one to the scoreboard. Once again, New Zealand Sevens now sitting 17 points up over ROC. We have got in there the Canadian ladies. Got the bronze 5 years ago in Rio. Quite strong 7 squad. Yeah, they missed out by 1 point. If ROC had lost by 1 more point to New Zealand in that last game where they lost 33-0, it would have actually meant that Canada were playing up against New Zealand in this game. That one hasn't gone over for the drop kick, but it was very far out. But Michaela Blythe once again scoring 6 tries in this competition so far. Very impressive. Bro, you should be doing this professionally. First time I see you stuck in Kelly right now, but hopefully get back to New Zealand soon. As well as Crypto is key. Sorry. Thank you very much, mate. I do appreciate you being here for this one. 1 minute 30 left in this first half, and New Zealand already got 17 points. They could be looking at a 40-pointer here if they are careful. Nathan Wong now kicking off to the left-hand side. And it is going to be going wide. Blythe trying to line it up, not quite able to take it though. And it does go into touch. And it will now be Russia's chance. The first time they will touch this ball outside of their 22 almost. The territory game has well and truly been working in the favour of the Black Ferns. And they have been trapping ROC. We have got I got a second game is not 8:55 is at 9:20 as well. Says Brandon, I believe the next game, if I'm not wrong, is between Fiji and Australia. And that is kicking off at 9 o'clock, and then 9:30 will be the game between USA and Great Britain, I believe. Is Rocking Roger playing for Auckland on the weekend? Apparently he is, and also they have another big signing from the NRL, and I think it might be Solomoni Kata, might be the name, or it's ex-NRL, sorry. So people are saying that maybe he is signed for Auckland as well, which would be insane, the amount of depth that side will have. But now it's going to be in the side of ROC inside of their 22, just working their way out now. Michaela Blythe making the tackle there on their number 10, which in this one is Strokova, I believe. But now they're going back across, actually kicking from inside the 22 now, trying to create a little bit of an opportunity for a chase. That ball's awkwardly rolling. It's gone into touch though now. 40 metres out from New Zealand's line. We got Australia or Fiji in the semi as well, says Lex Axel. Yeah, we've got a lot of strong sides on our side of the draw. So that means, yeah, whoever wins this game, which at this stage, of course, seems like it is going to be New Zealand, will face Australia or Fiji. And that will be a good matchup between those two sides. Australia, they have that one loss up against the USA, 14 points to 12. Fiji have been looking pretty strong throughout their games, but I believe their loss was to France, who have also been a side to look out for in this competition. We have got Hey from Kyle as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Do let me know your score predictions in the chat. I said New Zealand by 28 for myself, but I feel like if they keep on playing the way that they are, maybe they could extend that a little bit more. Hirini taking it in the line out now. Going to be a little offload nicely by Fitzpatrick. This is looking like a good set play here for the Black Ferns. Now it's back in the hands of Fitzpatrick. Steps back on the inside on the halfway line. Almost a knock on from Blythe. And it is. So now it is going to be halftime. And between these two sides, 17-0 to the Black Ferns over ROC. Question time, what is your favourite colour? And a rugby challenge game as well. If we're talking rugby challenge just in itself, I'd say rugby challenge 4 only because of the fact that I love the fact that it's got all the new players in it. But then rugby challenge 3, I think it's actually better for gameplay if I'm not wrong. 43-0 for Kyle's prediction as well. And favourite colour, I do love the race yellow, as you guys will probably know from those badges and whatnot that we have got. And also the logo of the channel is that nice race yellow as well. But we have got GSS Marco Vonapolbe at 32-12 in this one as well. So that would be giving ROC 1 or 2 tries in this situation. And it would be quite good to get to see them score 1 or 2. They will be playing off against the loser of that match between Australia and Fiji, I believe, to decide who is going to be qualifying in, or actually they'll have a couple more games, I think. Great day for Olympics or NZ Olympics medals galore. Yeah, the rowing was our key asset in that stage of 2 golds, 1 silver, I believe. And we've also received one in another sport, if I'm not wrong, but I believe our medal tally, we've actually been pushed up to 12th out of all of the countries, which is extremely awesome that we have had that opportunity of being able to be so high up there. We're always securing gold and rowing. Says Millie Toilet, yeah, one of our strongest assets, that is for sure. But I found London 2012. I'm not too sure how many of you guys know what that is, but it is an old game on Xbox 360 that me and George are going to be doing some videos on, and it's got rowing, it's got running, it's got all sorts, and hopefully we will be able to get ourselves some Olympic records, perhaps, or world records. But they are showing the captain there at this stage, Tyrone. She hasn't really had the ball too much. In fact, she's probably touched it twice, which is the most out of any of the ROC players so far. Going with the kickoff now, where the ROC not quite taken clean by Kaka, and now it's going to be going back for the knock-on, I believe, by ROC. And at this stage, they just can't buy themselves some possession. It just hasn't been going well for them in this match. New Zealand 17-0. And at this stage, 15 seconds into the second half, there is still a long way to go for the ROC. And something that I did notice in that last game that was 33-0 to New Zealand over ROC, that happened earlier today. Their heads dropped a little bit in those final couple minutes. I think they thought they were going to be out of this competition, but by 1 point is what secured them the spot in this quarterfinals. So they are they're well and truly the underdogs. So hopefully that we do get to see them get 1 try here, just to test the defense of the Black Ferns, because I think they've only had to make about 5 tackles so far in this match. Nathan Wong now going back, and it is going to be once again Broughton, gives it now into the hands of Kaka, and she has been driven down. Now it's going to be Heroney, goes on the outside, bounce pass there, in the hands of Kelly Brazier, trying to find herself through a gap, but she is going to be tackled now by Saradina, who is good, a very good tackle there, driving her backwards. Back into the 22 now for the Black Ferns, little offload there. And it's going to be Ruby Tui trying to pierce the gap, but she is being tackled. Scored 2 tries in the last match up against ROC. Broughton going short side now once again. It's going to be in the hands of Woodman, and she's got plenty of pace here. And it's going to be Woodman. She's going to be going all the way, or is she? No, she isn't going to be caught. And she is going to be scoring up Portia Woodman between the sticks as well. And because of it, it does mean that it is going to be an extended lead now for the Black Ferns. It's going to end it up to 24-0 at this stage for the Black Ferns. We have got Howdy Smithy, and also quick update. You said to me you are looking at the Tokyo Olympics games. Can you give me an update, says Brandon? We were looking at buying it, although I did see it 70 New Zealand dollars. So I think I was holding off because of the fact that it is quite an expensive game. And we do have London 2012, but I would quite like to buy it, but I may have to wait till it's on special, possibly, before I do get it. We have us go, how about Rassie dropping the bombs in this hour-long, well-spoken, articulated rant as well? It's an interesting one. People have said that maybe it is to get more eyes on the sport for the British and Irish Lions, or others are saying it's mind games. But overall, I mean, a lot of people, I think, are actually agreeing with some of the calls that he made in that video. So it's going to be interesting to see how it is reffed in that game that is taking place tomorrow. Hi from Morcake as well. Welcome in, mate. And Kiwi Ladies Gold. Tessa Bastion, maybe, although their next match is going to be up against either Fiji or Australia, which isn't an easy task for anyone there. But now it's going to be in the hands of ROC, straight over the ball, though. And I believe that is going to be not releasing by Pori Lane, and they are allowed to take this quick tap now. It's going to be Teron once again, looking for a ball into the hands of Baranchuk, who did get a bit of a run there. Teron plays halfback now, and they are going to be they isolated big time, and that was a great tackle by Stacey Flula to drive her right back into her own 22 here. ROC, great step there from, I believe it was the Drokova, I believe is the pronunciation, but it's a penalty now to New Zealand, not quite on the mark, so they weren't able to take that one quickly. We have got, I want a Kiwi lady instead of an illegal immigrant alien lady. I hope that's not your wife that you are talking about there. We have got far. South Africans don't like losing a. It's always the refs and the TMO as well. And I think it made it worse that it was actually a Russian, or not a Russian, a South African ref for the TMO there. It's going to be Ruby Tui sitting up there of the grubber, and it's going to be another try for the Kiwis between the sticks. And that's now going to make it up to 31-0. Now, in this last game up against ROC, New Zealand were able to win 33-0. And at this stage, they have still got plenty of minutes left in the second half to be able to extend that even further. A great try there for Ruby Tui to be able to put it down and score the try. We have also got, if you want to go homesick, don't eat food, as well as there's more cake. And also we have got in there better win it on the weekend, says Smithy Toilet, and also hard yards to watch the Olympics here. As well as says Maxi, did you end up finding any source of being able to watch it? Do let me know. I know that the All Blacks YouTube channel do highlights of these games after, but they are normally kind of around a day or so late. But they would be your best bet. If New Zealand go all the way to the final, you will be able to watch all of those matches highlights on the All Blacks YouTube channel, or it might be Sky NZ, might be the channel to go to. On the Kiwi Lads game, I got a great game. I can make a video. I can make a video if you want 3,000 people to see your video. Do you want to know? As well as says Brandon, we are always looking for, in terms of suggestions for games that we can play on the Kiwi Lads gaming channel. That's going to be a great tackle there on it, but on Juk once again. No, it's not. She has been able to break the tackle there. Driving forward, very nicely done. Now just inside of their own 22, ROC once again trying to drive forward, but the defense from the Black Ferns so far has been extremely solid. Saley was the one who made that tackle. Now it's going to be a backline move in here for ROC. Little offload, almost selling the dummy in the end. And at this stage now, still going to be just outside of that 22, just not able to get too much territory, having to run backwards there. Boranchuk going to be in the hands of their number 7 here, Sarandina. And at this stage, dodgy streaming side as well, says Maxi. But now it is going to be ROC tackle once again. Great tackle there from, I believe it was the number 2, which in this one is Pori Lane. Once again, going back across, trying to find that set play that gets them out of the 22 ROC. And it's still just not quite working for them there. Sarandina now gives it into the hands of Baranchuk, offloads it back outside of the 22. Now ROC, they're hanging on to the ball very nicely. And now it is going to be, tell you what, some of these names are hard to say. I do apologize for not being able to pronounce them too well. Wide ball there into the captain's hands, Teron. She's got a bit of space, cuts back on the inside here. Great tackle there from the Black Ferns. It's a little knock on, unfortunately, against Kamadova. And because of it now, it is going to be the scrum feed for New Zealand. But that was the best play of the match. Very nicely, or extended amount left into this match now. I think we just cut out completely there on the live stream, if I'm not wrong. Hopefully it does come right there, but we will have to wait and see. But at the stage, we have got ROC 3 are going to make me act up as well. And Auckland's own Ben O'Keefe will be officiating tomorrow. Hopefully he's up for the task. And at this stage, is the internet playing the game? It doesn't seem like it wants to. We haven't got Roblox Piggy is a new video that what people I can make a video on it as well. Says Brandon. Now they are just having a little bit of a scrum reset here between the two sides. I'm hoping the internet is going to be able to hold up throughout these live streams. How is comp looking? Who's going to take it out? Says Maxi. New Zealand looking strong. Australia having that one loss to the USA possibly put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defending gold medalist. But I think it is going to be one of these two sides. Whoever wins this side of the draw for the semi-final, I think is winning the whole thing. But then saying that also, it is Great Britain looking to not too bad, I should say. On their side, they are going to be playing the USA very soon as well. Now it's going to be, once again, New Zealand inside of their own half, but that is going to change very quickly because they give it out to Portia Woodman, and she's got plenty of pace, and she is going to be gone once again here, Portia Woodman. And that is going to be, once again, another try. I believe that is the 6th try of this match now for the Black Ferns. We will add that one to the list. It is now going to be 36-0 for the Black Ferns, and they are doing extremely well. In this one, my cat is making noise. I will let him out in between our live streams. I didn't eat because my school was selling donuts. Your school was selling donuts. I feel like my school should have been doing that, and I feel like they would have sold out real quick. But we others got in there. Stick box will win second and third test as well. And Dole checked up on a Friday night as well. Says Alex Axel, but Portia Woodman once again scoring her 2nd try of this match, and that one has not gone over, and that is going to be full time in this game between New Zealand and ROC. So that means now that whoever wins that match between Australia and Fiji will be facing New Zealand in the semi-final tomorrow. So that should be a very exciting one. This is not to you Kiwi lads as well. Says Brandon, for guys, do you want a prize as well? And we haven't got there. Nokia got get a gold brother as well. How about that chocolate-coated lad who that bit off his ear as well? Says, oh, did he actually end up getting the gold? I believe I watched one of his fights earlier. He was fighting a... who was he fighting? I can't remember the name, unfortunately, but he was from the country that I can't think of the name of. Sadly, the basketball boy has said hi as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Shocking ace, says Marco Football. And also we have got in there trying to be Mike Tyson in the chat. We have got someone spamming. Please do not spam in the chat. But at this stage, a good performance once again from New Zealand in this competition, and they are looking like they are going to be serious medal contenders. But it all depends on who wins that match tomorrow or later on. It's actually in about 3 minutes' time that the next match is going to be kicking off, and that is going to be the match between Fiji and Australia. Should be a very exciting one, and hopefully it will be a very close one as well. David Nokia, Hamiltonian, as well as Marco Vunipola. So that is pretty awesome. Okay, that is $33,000, and we've also got on versus Cobalt Snakes at home at 11.20 a.m. says more cake. You have to take down some snakes. I know Australia are known for having their snakes and their crocodiles, so maybe that is exactly what you're doing. And we haven't got. I go for the Brumbies in the Super Rugby. And yeah, hopefully we do get to see some very good performances from not just the Australian sides, but also the sides that are going to be playing in the Super Rugby competition next year. We're going to have Moana Pacifica and also Fiji Draw added in, which is going to be pretty awesome. We have got, say it like that as well, says Marco Vunipola, but we haven't seen too many Kierans in the chat yet. So hopefully we do get a few of them for the next match that is going to be taking place between Fiji and Australia. Go Australia, as well, says the basketball boy. And something that I have done that hopefully will work is once this live stream ends, it is actually going to be having it so that you can transfer straight over to that next live stream without me having to put a link. So once it ends, it will put you there so that you can go straight on to the next matchup, which will hopefully be a very good one indeed. But in this one, just impressive from New Zealand. 6 tries, 2 for Woodman, 1 for Blyde. Also a few other try scorers, such as it was Broughton who was able to get one. And they were just on fire in this game, I should say. I have a baby snake. It spits out, And we have also got their basketball boy, do not spam. Spam is equals spams as well, says more cake. And I give it, says Brandon, welcome in once again. And hopefully you will be here for the next live stream that we are doing as well. Maybe I'm heading back to New Zealand in October for a few weeks. What's the Kiwi lads doing? Then I would be 100% keen to do something, Maxi. Do let us know when you do arrive, because I'm thinking I've got an idea for a video. Not too sure how it's going to go, but we are going to need probably a little bit of advice in terms of how to get it put together. So it would be pretty awesome to be able to have a chat with you about it. We have got Jordan Patai going to bump off Moonga sometime or some more. Give him nightmares as well, says Lake Saxel. Yeah, that's the thing. The Bledisloe Cup only a couple moments away, and that is going to be it's next week. And I am extremely excited for it. Eden Park's going to be where the first one's kicking off, and hopefully it will be a very good matchup indeed. My team lost 28-0 last night, as well, says more cake, and lightning delay. Oh, we have actually got a lightning delay. That is not ideal. I didn't think that was going to be happening. Right. Tell you what, boys, something that we have been able to do on this channel is adapt, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing. Half-hour gap by the sounds of it, and it is going to be delayed at this stage. I might even tell you what, we could actually play a little bit of Rugby Challenge Sevens, depending on whether or not that is something you guys are keen on seeing. Let's go. It's time as well, says Brandon. Not quite, because of the delay. Do more Rugby League Live 4, says the basketball boy. And also, as you're going to rub hot oils on each other and stream it, says Marco Vunipola. Not quite. I don't think that is quite the idea that we have got. We always got 32-12, says Marco Vunipola in this next game. But yeah, it seems like it is going to be a delay. I will let you know. Might be a rush to get down your way, but maybe something up in Christchurch. That could be pretty awesome as well. And it is actually something to do with grounds in terms of stadiums in New Zealand. So maybe we could meet at Orange Theory Stadium. Could be pretty cool. But we need a G-Man and 2 cents versus Kiwi lads and Guru makeup match in lingerie, says Smithy Tula. I'm not sure where your mind goes at times, Smithy, but I don't know whether or not that would be happening anytime soon. Let's go to play Rugby Sevens, says Brandon as well. Right, so what we will do, I am just going to quickly unplug a few things here just to make sure that we are going to be running smoothly for this upcoming one. It says that the device is in use, but it's not in use. I don't believe how oath goes as well, says Marco Vunipola. But anyone who is tuning in now, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. It is hugely appreciated you guys all being here for these matches. I'm going to have to delay my other live streams, aren't I? I've just realized if this match is going to be taking place half an hour later, we might have to change the time of the next one. We have got 18 weekbooks for dinner, breakfast, and lunch, says more cake. And that is a lot. And G-Man will make a great... Oh, no. I don't think I can read that one. But nonetheless, we are going to be switching straight over to that match between Australia and Fiji. We're going to be talking a little bit about the game while we are waiting for it. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. I will see you all on the next live stream in a very short moment. And yeah, we will see you all very soon.